How much texting is too much? In today's digital world, texting has become one of the most common forms of communication. It's convenient, quick, and allows people to stay connected regardless of time and distance. From personal conversations to professional messages, texting is a central part of our daily lives. But this raises an important question: how much texting is too much? Finding a balance in communication is essential to maintaining healthy relationships and emotional well-being. Overtexting can lead to misunderstandings, emotional burnout, and even conflicts, while undertexting might be perceived as disinterest or neglect. Determining how much texting is appropriate depends on the context of the relationship, personal preferences, and the ability to manage digital interactions without overwhelming one another. The role of texting in modern communication. Texting has revolutionized the way we communicate. It's often the preferred method of interaction, especially among younger generations. Texts allow for quick exchanges of information, casual check-ins, or even deep conversations. However, the convenience of texting also comes with challenges, such as the potential for misinterpretation and over-reliance on this mode of communication. In relationships, whether romantic, familial, or friendship-based, texting can help people stay connected throughout the day. A simple "how's your day?" or "good morning" message can make someone feel cared for and loved. However, excessive texting can have the opposite effect, leading to stress or feelings of suffocation. Signs that you may be texting too much. There is no universal rule about how many texts are too many, but certain signs can indicate that texting has become excessive. These include: 1. Feeling anxious without immediate replies. One sign of overtexting is the expectation of immediate responses. If you or the person you're texting becomes anxious or frustrated when there isn't an instant reply, it may signal a dependency on constant communication. While it's natural to want responses, expecting someone to always be available can be overwhelming. 2. Neglecting face-to-face interactions. Over-reliance on texting can lead to fewer in-person interactions, which are vital for building deeper emotional connections. If texting becomes the primary way of communication, it can prevent the development of more meaningful, face-to-face conversations. 3. Texting as a distraction. Texting during work, school, or social events may indicate an unhealthy attachment to your phone. If texting is distracting you from important tasks or interactions with others, it may be time to evaluate your texting habits. 4. Losing the quality of conversations. Excessive texting often leads to superficial exchanges. When people feel the need to constantly be in touch, the quality of conversations can diminish, as there is less to talk about in each interaction. This can make communication feel obligatory rather than enjoyable. 5. Misunderstandings due to overtexting. Texting lacks the nonverbal cues, such as tone of voice or facial expressions, that are crucial for understanding context. As a result, excessive texting can increase the chances of miscommunication, leading to unnecessary arguments or hurt feelings. Finding a healthy balance. So, how do we find the right balance between staying connected and overdoing it? Here are some ways to ensure texting remains a positive tool in communication rather than a source of stress. 1. Set boundaries. Healthy relationships require boundaries, even in texting. It's important to communicate expectations about texting frequency. If you prefer to text only during certain hours or don't enjoy long text conversations, make that clear. Understanding each other's preferences can help prevent misunderstandings and frustrations. 2. Be mindful of timing. Timing matters in texting. Sending a flurry of messages when someone is busy or unavailable can create pressure. Be respectful of the other person's time and schedule. Instead of expecting immediate replies, consider sending a message and waiting for a response when they are free. 3. Use other forms of communication. While texting is convenient, it shouldn't be the only method of communication. Phone calls, video chats, and in-person conversations are necessary for maintaining strong relationships. These methods offer more opportunities for emotional connection and understanding that texting may lack. Prioritize in-person interactions. Texting should complement, not replace, face-to-face communication. Whenever possible, try to meet with friends, family, or significant others in person. Texting is a great way to stay in touch, but in-person conversations create stronger emotional bonds. 5. Recognize when it becomes a habit. Sometimes, excessive texting isn't intentional, it's just a habit. If you find yourself compulsively checking your phone for messages or feeling the need to send constant updates throughout the day, it might be time to reassess how much you rely on texting. Taking a break from texting and focusing on more meaningful communication can improve relationships and reduce stress. The impact of over-texting on relationships. Over-texting can have serious implications for relationships, particularly romantic ones. In the early stages of a relationship, texting frequently can be exciting and help build a connection. However, as the relationship progresses, constant texting may become overwhelming, leading to burnout or tension. 1. Clinginess and overdependence. Constant texting can create a sense of dependency, where one partner feels the need to be in constant contact with the other. This can result in feelings of clinginess, which may drive the other partner away. It's important to maintain a balance where both partners feel connected without feeling overwhelmed. 2. Lack of personal space. Everyone needs personal space, even in close relationships. Overtexting can infringe on this space, making the other person feel as though they are being monitored or controlled. Giving each other time apart is crucial for maintaining a healthy and respectful relationship. 3. Increased tension and miscommunication. As mentioned earlier, texting lacks the nonverbal cues that help convey meaning. In romantic relationships, this can lead to misunderstandings and unnecessary arguments. It's important to be mindful of how much you're texting and whether you're using the right platform to communicate sensitive issues. Recognizing healthy texting patterns. A healthy texting pattern is different for everyone, but certain signs indicate that texting is in a good place. These include: both parties feel comfortable with the amount of texting and the pace of responses. Texting complements in-person communication rather than replacing it. Conversations feel meaningful and enjoyable, not forced or obligatory. Both people have time for themselves without feeling pressured to respond immediately. Conclusion: texting is a powerful tool for staying connected in today's fast-paced world, but like anything else, balance is key. Overtexting can lead to misunderstandings, relationship strain, and personal stress. By setting boundaries, being mindful of others' preferences, and recognizing when it's time to take a break, you can ensure that texting enhances rather than harms your relationships. Ultimately, it's about finding a communication style that works for both you and the people you care about, fostering connections without overwhelming anyone.